Hey everyone, welcome to In5d Global Predictions with myself, Greg Prescott from In5d.com, and my beautiful, gorgeous, sexy wife who has to reboot right now, and she'll be on her way back in. We have a really bad delay going on. It was almost 6 seconds. I really have to contact StreamYard because this is unacceptable. We don't have this kind of delay on Zoom. So if they can't fix it, we might just end up going to Zoom for this, which kind of sucks because, we're able to do stuff like this here that we can't do on Zoom, like show who's joining us and who's chatting in the chat. And speaking of which, let's start off with Akasha. How are you? And there's Star. Thank you for joining us. There's that In5d guy. And Linda, our Canadian friend. There's Brian from Western New York. How are you guys doing? Pay no attention to the drones. This is to wake up more humans, no fear. Tell everyone about Project Bluebeam, enlighten everyone. The tarot was developed in the 1400s. Okay, I did not know that. Hi to Sarah and Mel. There's Vera joining us. How are you? Love you too, brother. Thanks for joining us. Stay warm up there in that upstate New York hellhole. I tease. Man, I had 40 some odd years in upstate New York. Ugh. Ugh. If there was a sound of living in New York, that would be the sound. Ugh. I mean, you get a few nice months, but what I found was I've seen it snow as early as September 30th and as late as the middle of May. So that leaves June, July, and August for spring, summer, and fall. It leaves 9 possible months it can snow up there. I hate snow. I will say, though, one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see is a blizzard at night. Absolutely beautiful. Until you have to get out and shovel it. And then a couple days later, everything turns brown and looks shitty, and there's no foliage on the trees, and your back's hurting you from shoveling. No. But, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. I used to ice fish, played ice hockey with my friends growing up. You build snow forts, do shit like that, snowmobiling, sledding, tobogganing. You make do with what you have to do and just hope for that one day in April that's 50 and you're out there in your t-shirt and shorts thinking it's hot out. Oh, shit. I don't miss that crap. Not at all. So, when it's cold here, I know I get zero pity. Because as cold as it might be here, it's significantly colder up north. Although, the other day we got down to 43, which may not sound cold to people up north, and it really isn't if you're living up there in that crap. But I live in a trailer that has no heater. All I have is a little tiny space heater. So it can get cold here in Florida. Okay, we'll make sure that gets added again. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be helping. I think Allie's putting Tony on the list every week. Yeah, they are. The thing I love about blizzards, watching them at night under a street light. The snow be coming down, and if it shifts, it's like a scared school of fish where it just kind of shifts together all at once. It's mesmerizing. It really is. Strength of the Wi-Fi connection can affect a good, flawless working StreamYard. Unfortunately, they raised pricing in the Netherlands. Very expensive. But why would it affect StreamYard but not Zoom? Ali doesn't have this delay on Zoom with me. And we have figured out it is her internet connection. She just can't get the megabits. I guess it's Mbps or whatever the hell that is. Just can't get that number high enough with what they have there in the UK. That is true, Willow. After a fresh snow, the air is clean, fresh, and crisp. That is true. Yeah. And hi to Cosmic Detective. Welcome aboard. There's Lisa. Thanks for joining us. And Lilith. I have a harder time with winter staying unfrozen than I used to. Feeling I may want to stay until spring. It's everything about winter. For me, one of the most horrible things are the seasonal allergies I get every winter. And because where Ali is in the UK, it's about the same equatorial line as where I was from in upstate New York. Weather's almost identical. I couldn't tell you how many times the weather was the same temperature or very near in the UK as it was in upstate New York. I also get those seasonal allergies in the UK as I do in upstate New York, and they're totally unbearable. And if anyone gets those seasonal allergies, it's intolerable. It's really hard to tolerate. So I'm not In5d. I beg to differ. I got a sign back here that says I am. There's my love.
Hello.
We're just wrapping up. We answered all the questions.
About that.
We answered all the questions, and that'll do it for tonight. Thanks, everyone. Welcome back.
Do the test, darling. See if it's any better.
I love you.
I love you.
About 5 seconds. Yeah, it's a second better.
Oh, dear. Never mind. Never mind. We'll get through.
Oh, we have an official on being an In5d, and apparently it's not me, even though I have the website In5d. I've been in In5d. You do not resonate the frequency. Okay. Maybe 4D. Whatever. You know what? I don't give a flying. That's your opinion. I've been there too. I've actually had a vision where that event happens, and you feel this unconditional love to a magnitude never experienced before on this planet. I hope you've experienced that too, if you know what I'm talking about in 5D, because that's what it's about. Anyway, how are you, my love?
Yeah.
4, 5.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I've been wrapping presents and doing things like that, though. Yeah. We don't. He's in a very low vibrational energy to be saying what he's saying. So, unfortunately, that's lower frequency energy to be kind of having a negative banter like that is very low vibration. Bless you.
I'm not sure if it's a he or a she, but I can't really tell. it doesn't matter. And to be judgmental of that, yeah. Oh, well, you know, it is what it
It's
is.
low.
And
It's low frequency.
yeah, I mean, if you
This
keep
is
it up,
the channel of love.
I'll tell you what, you know, we've been pretty tolerant, but if you keep it up, I will ban you. I will block you. Just hang out, though. Just hang out and have fun. That's what we're here for. No judgment. Hey, PD, how are you? And yes, we do.
Hello.
Brian says
Hello,
astrology foretells an ending of a life in the chart. It shows you the cycles of time too. You can see things and make predictions based on the cycles of time. Minus 16.
Oh, I don't know how you cope, Linda.
Ooh,
So cold.
that's brutal.
It's nasty.
Hey, Jeremiah,
Yeah.
how are you?
Hi, Jeremiah. Hello.
Thank you, Kimberly. Especially her.
Thank you, Kimberly.
He's hot.
In your opinion, my darling.
Oh, yeah.
Opinion.
I am not wrong.
Oh, cute baby.
Fifth density.
It's not judge. Get out of the ego, move on. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
I had a dream, which I don't know. It's awesome, Greg. It's better than anything ever felt. Yeah, yeah. And that's cool that people are getting those visions and experiencing what's about to come, because it's just confirmation for each of us and one another. And that was about the transition into 5D Earth. Yeah. Oh, God. Just please drop it. It says I'm judging you. You said I'm not in 5D. The first thing that came out of your mouth. Please drop this. This will be the last time I'll ask you. Please drop it. Just hang out, have fun. If you have some global prediction questions you'd like us to answer, do that. And speaking of which, let's. I think I put it up there earlier, but I'll put it up again. If you do have any questions, make sure you put them in all uppercase, like it says. Like it says right here.
And let us know what you want to talk about as well.
Sure. And if you could, please.
So what have you found out this week?
Please share. I don't know. I've been working on some stuff, so I don't want to talk about it right now. Personal stuff, health stuff.
Ah, exciting stuff.
No, not really.
Okay.
No. Yeah.
All right.
What about you?
We've got a 5-second delay, everybody. So just I've been just busy wrapping Christmas presents, doing my Christmas shopping, getting everything organized, getting your package ready, just loads of bits. Yeah.
Yesterday, Ali called me, and I think I barely got to the phone, or I had to call you back. It was anyway. But I had just gotten done wrapping her presents up in a box and sending them out as you were doing for me. So I got them out. It's in the mail.
Yeah. Yeah, mine too. It's on its way. On its way.
It should get there in time.
Yeah.
Who knows? You should have seen the freaking line.
I love giving presents.
When I went to the post
office, up because your parcels you pick up.
No, you got to drop them off. And there was this huge line. It was almost out the door. Should have took a picture of it. There must have been 25, 30 people in line. But fortunately, I have I print my own labels here, so you just drop them off and that's it. You bypass the entire line.
I print my labels off and it's collected at my porch. So they literally collect it at the door, which is really handy.
Oh, we're starting to get some questions in. That's good. Hi to Coxine. Thank you for being here, joining us. This will be our first question. Is there anything new about the drones? Another question. When is Ali going to finally come to live in Florida with you?
Oh, I won't be living in Florida. When I retire, I will be. Yeah. Can you block that guy, darling? I don't like his energy at all. He or she, their energy is really low vibration, really, really low.
Done deal. Yeah. I try to be.
We don't need that in here.
I tried to be congenial, gave the person a number of chances to just chill.
You did.
What are you going to do?
But what the vibration was they were deliberately trying to goad. It wasn't even valid. Does that make sense? It was just literally how, a couple of lads probably sitting at home laughing and seeing how it could trigger people. And I don't want to entertain any of that energy.
Probably someone that said, "Watch me piss off Greg." Didn't work.
Yeah.
That's what I have you for.
No. I don't piss you off, darling. We don't do that.
That's not us. Another question from Akasha. You see RFK and Dream Team being successful with removing GMO foods in 2025? God, I hope so. Yeah.
I do.
Just everything the universe is all built on love and no judgment. Right on. No fear. Love everybody. Be genuine and mystic. My motto. Right on.
I agree. Yeah.
Yes. It's crazy here in Sarasota.
Well, I appreciate that you did that to get the parcel out, darling.
I had to. As a matter of fact, I had that shirt for Papa Rick last week. That I had to get that out as well.
Yes.
So I've been able to do Christmas.
Did it come out nice?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah.
I have a picture.
Oh, Linda. Well, we have to. I enjoy buying. I enjoy it. I love it. But I wish I had more money. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came out lovely. Yeah, you've got an offer on with your t-shirts at the moment, haven't you?
I do. $5 off all regularly priced shirts. And it's not just one shirt. However many you want to buy, it's $5 off each. Just use the here it is going down right below us. Just use that code right there, Christmas 2024 at the checkout, and it'll deduct. Oh yeah, there you are, right on. Hey, it's on its way, brother. You should get it. Shipping is usually pretty quick, and it's going to upstate New York, I believe. So you should get it probably tomorrow or the following day. All right, so enjoy. Also, leave a comment on for the testimonials on in5d.net if you enjoy it. And one last thing, I always put I don't know, this is your first order there, but I always put Siesta Key sand. This is 99.9% quartz crystal sand. So when you open up your package, sand will come out. This is Atlantean sand, as far as I'm concerned. Here on Siesta Key, it's the only beach that has 99.9% quartz crystal sand. I think it's from the remnants of Atlantis. And so I always put some of this into the bag that I mail it in. So there will be quartz crystal sand there, helping to anchor down the energy, not just there in upstate New York, but everywhere I've sent them all throughout the world. What is this I hear about the Pope opening up a portal on Christmas Eve? I haven't heard that. What is that you've heard about that? Have you heard that?
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. No, but it wouldn't surprise me. All they do under the Vatican, they do all sorts, don't they? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Marilyn. Excuse me.
What can you see or feel about the Canadian Parliament election? We'll get to that. We better start getting to it because we're starting to get all these questions in. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm game.
All right. I love you. Yeah.
I love you, darling.
How many times has that happened? I'll tell Ali I love you because
Too
of the delay. She'll go, yeah.
Oh, I don't mean to.
I know that.
I don't mean to.
No. We have so much
What's
love
our
and
first
respect.
question then, my love?
We have so much love and respect for one another that we'd never do anything to intentionally hurt the other. First question is coming from Starfeather. Is there anything new about the drones? And this is interesting. Well, don't hang out here for a second, because the first card out, I want your opinion on the first card out. I got the Knight of Swords, and look at this. He's flying in the air. You got these birds flying with him, and we're talking about drones. How would you interpret that card?
That there is some man-made crafts flying with some extraterrestrial. There's both of them. There's there's different. They're not just one. There's not just one answer to them. They say, am I allowed to say? I don't want to influence you because you might not have seen it.
No, I've already drawn my cards. I'm just curious. Huh?
Well, they say that there has been a nuclear device that has been lost, basically, and this is what they're looking for. I think. I know I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and say what I'm picking up, but
okay,
yeah, there's something going on. Yeah.
All right. So, well, my next card was the Hanged Man. So, to look at things from a different perspective, and that would explain what Ali's talking about. And I think I mentioned the same thing or something similar last week. This is interesting. Got the crystal ball in his hand, looking into the future, and got this to go with that. Just a lot on the mind, looking into the future. I think that's what they're trying to do is, plant that fear, and that would be part of the answer of what's going on with the drones. According to Cliff High, he said that they're too big and have been up in the sky too long for them to be man-made. And we talked about this last week, where is it possible that there's free energy being used on it? And in that scenario, yeah, they could be man-made with free energy if that's out there and being used. And we know that free energy has been around since the 1800s with Tesla. So could it be used right now? Oh, hell yeah. The water-powered cars that they had back in the 80s that Stanley Meyer invented. You know, shit. You could power up, you know, drones with, you know, several hundred gallons of water, right? And then have them disappear and milk more water up out of the ocean. And because we know with these water powered cars, it didn't matter what kind of liquid went in there. You could piss in the gas tank and it's still going to turn that into fuel. Could be lake water, salt water, didn't matter. Ocean water. Yeah, didn't matter. So yeah, they're trying to put that fear into what's going on. Also, another interesting note is that these drones are blinking, which you have to have if you're flying in U.S. airspace. That transponder or whatever the hell that thing is called that blinks every so it makes me think that, yeah, it's something from us. Stephen Greer thinks that they're coming from deep underground military bases, DUMBs. And that, you know, they are trying to push this alien agenda, fear. But he believes that all this truth will be coming out as well. So that's what I have. Let's see what Ali's got. So there is quite a bit new since last week. Let's see what Ali's going to tell us.
Okay. So it's very interesting, you know, when you listen to everything going on. So it was, I think Trump, he put, again, a bit of a, I don't know, a funny turn on it all, because he had his speech and he said, when he was asked about drones in his last speech at Mar-a-Lago, he said, well, the military know where they are. He knows that they're coming from a garage. I mean, why did he say garage? They come from a garage. He knows exactly where they're from. He knows where they land. The military know. Everybody knows. I don't know why they're not telling you. You know, it'd be easier for them to know. You know, it's a lot of tension and fear. And of course, he called them out. Well, anyway, just a little bit. I think it was within hours. I think they actually came out with a statement to say, you know, they are their craft. You know, the military. But they are not all military craft. Some are definitely doing things that craft can't do. You know, they're definitely. And when you look at them, you can see there's an orb kind of energy. There's an energy around them. When you look closely at them, especially with night vision goggles, you can see something else is glowing. You can also see them molding into one. And there was footage of one molding into one, and then one part of it dropped down and fell down into the ocean. There's definitely more going on than it just being military, that's for sure. They say that there has been a nuclear device. I've got to be careful what I say, but anyway, there's been this device that apparently, and that's what they're trying to detect. There's a map out there that is got red and green kind of dots with numbers in it, radiation levels basically, and some are very high, some are very low. So it looks as if, you know, so what they're saying is, if they are looking for this device, I think Trump might have got it. I think Trump might have. Or his team, the White Hats, would have taken it off the Black Hats, and that's what they're looking for basically, and that's why they're looking around where Trump is, because they think that he's got it. They were trying to use, I think, this device to cause World War III, basically. So blame Putin, basically, this nuclear device, blame Putin. That was their plan. And I think Trump scuppered the plan. That's just something that's come to me. I can't say it came to me psychically. It came to me, Ali, So I can't put, that was channeled or anything. But wouldn't that be a funny turnaround if if Trump had confiscated this device, and so that their plan can't happen, and they're trying to search for it with these drones, and then you've got the off-worlders basically scuppering their plans as well. So who knows? I don't know what the truth is of that, but yeah, that's all I got really. Yeah, just the truth is going to come out. Absolutely, the truth will come out. So here you go. Back to you, my love.
Alrighty. I'm honestly, I'm not feeling that there's a nuclear element to this. I think that that's more of a distraction or a diversion to something else, and that leads me back to the
Could be,
the look at it from a different angle card. So I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but I'm not feeling that it's a nuclear thing. They want us to think that, oh, it's this. Look over here, but I think it's something over. Then we've seen this way too many times. Yeah. Okay. So
I think Trump knows a lot more. He knows a lot more than I think than Biden does and the military does. He knows a lot more. Looking at the way he handled that situation, there's this cheekiness about it. So I do think there's something up his sleeve. I think there's something, and I think that maybe this was supposed to be the Project Bluebeam, and they've kind of, they've scuppered that. There's something to do with scuppering the Black Hats plan. That maybe not with the, like I said to you, I didn't get the channeling through. I got the cheeky Trump thing. So yeah. We'll see.
Well, I want to show you something because this kind of ties into our next question as well. So speaking of Russia,
all
right? Russia says it's developed a cancer vaccine and will launch it for free. So I put this meme up there on X and Telegram and Facebook, and big red letters. I put attention, RFK Jr. If Russians doing this, Russia is doing this, then hopefully if we know that there's tons of, well, I gotta watch what I say on YouTube. Anyway, that's what Russia is saying, and I hope RFK Jr. is paying attention to that. And like I said, this ties into our next. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, yeah, that's it.
Okay. Next question, tying Putin in with RFK. Do you see RFK and the Dream Team being successful with removing GMO foods in 2025? What I'm getting, Akasha, I'm getting that he's already being threatened by the FDA and Big Pharma because they're tied hand in hand. They don't want, as long as they can keep us sick through food, Big Pharma continues to make lifetime clients with their medications. And this is what I'm getting through these cards, that he's being pressured by the FDA. If you do this, then we'll do that kind of thing. Or maybe threatening family or friends or something. I'm just picking up a nasty vibe on what the FDA is afraid of, which is the truth. They know what they're doing. Some of the most intelligent doctors work there. They sure as shit have to know. But this is about eugenics. It always has been. The culling of the population. But RFK Jr. is working with a different team. And yeah, I see celebration coming. So, and he's saying, fuck it, man. How much more blood does my family have to give? He says, fuck it, we're moving forward. And there is celebration. Here's to us, right? So that's what I have. Yeah, he will be successful, despite the FDA and Big Pharma saying otherwise. I just want to give a quick shout out to everyone that is joining us. We have friends on X, on Facebook, and here on YouTube as well. So thank you to everyone who's joining us live. That's what I have. Let's see what Ali's got.
Oh, thank you, my love. I could resonate with everything you were saying. That absolutely feels right to me. You know, he's used to being threatened. He's used to his family being put on the line. His family, I feel, I feel as if they've pulled away from him. You know, there's I mean, we know that they did when he went from Democrat to Republican, but you know, he's used to it. I feel that this is such a huge mission for him that he won't let any intimidation stand in his way. So I feel that it's he's not going to be culling everything straight away. They all had a meeting. There was Trump, and there was RFK Jr. and there was two pharmaceutical companies. They all had dinner together, and they were thrashing out some information about how they can work together and what they can do. Trump is an expert business person, and as long as they're still making a fair bit of money, then I think Trump will make a deal with them. It's like, you know, you can still be in your power, you can still be, you know, but you know, this has to stop. So and he was talking about the amount that USA pay for their pharmaceuticals compared to the rest of the world, and how that has got to stop. And so I feel that it's all going to be simplified, and there's going to be definitely there's going to be some huge successes. So I definitely feel you know, it's all going to be exposed, and it's all going to be put right. But you know, they're going to do it in such a way that it's like these people that as long as they're able to make money, then you know, they can't manipulate the population and hold our health to ransom anymore. Now he's going to be in charge. That's what I got. So yes, successfully, yes, he will be. That's it. That's what I got.
When I was there the last time in the UK with you, we went shopping, and I kind of went off on my own for a few minutes just to do a quick video on the ingredients that you guys have in your food there, which is much, much more healthier than what we have here in the United States for the most part. I remember going through like cereal that you guys have and we have, same cereal, Rice Krispies, I think was one of them. And the significantly fewer amount of ingredients that you have in your Rice Krispies than what we do here. They put all this other additive bullshit in there, and it can't be good for us. So yeah, gosh, I wish I could find that video because I wanted to go through and do a comparison. I'm not sure where I downloaded that video to, or if it was on my old phone that died. Anyway.
I feel it was on your old phone, love.
Yeah, probably. Good. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, by the way, you look gorgeous. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, darling. You look handsome as ever. Yummy. Thank you, baby. Yeah. I love you.
I'm telling you, there's times where I'm distracted by how beautiful you are.
Oh,
True.
wow. How do I deserve you, baby?
I feel that way about you. What did I do? Anyway, what is this I hear about the Pope opening up a portal on Christmas Eve? I haven't heard this, but I drew some cards on it, and we can take a look to see what that has to do with anything. And I kind of dig this too when I know nothing about these questions, because the cards are going to be what the cards are, and that's all they can be. So what I see on these cards with the Pope opening up the first card out, this is interesting, is the moon. And I think that, according to David Icke, he believes that the moon is a satellite. And so you could transmit signals there, and it can relay them all throughout the galaxy, I'd imagine, if that's true. Interestingly, this is part of the Ordo Abceo bullshit that's going on. There, all these diversions, like we were just talking about with the drones, and looking for over here for the nuclear weapons or whatever. And we already heard that bullshit on 9/11, weapons of mass destruction, and it was all bullshit. When in reality, there's something going on here that people aren't paying attention to. And I'm getting the same vibe about this as well. They're distractions. Shit's coming up, flying fast and furious. That's what I'm picking up. But this is not going to end well for the Pope, the Roman Catholic Church. It's going to be a painful ending. And many of you, I've talked about this for years. Many of you, I know my stance on Jassara. I was just watching some blowhard Dr. Scott Young talking shit about it. And he blocked me on X because I questioned him about it. I would love to get him one-on-one on live video and just us go back and forth on it. But he won't, because he's a pussy-ass chicken. But anyway, that's just one of the things. What I'm seeing is with the Roman Catholic Church is that because of all their crimes against humanity, that they have enough net worth to feed, clothe, and shelter everybody on this planet. And once they do finally get exposed for their crimes against humanity, that will create instant abundance for everyone. And it's not like everyone's going to be millionaires initially, but it'll create this universal income that everyone will have, that will make everyone be able to live comfortably, but still within a world that we exist. You're still going to have your stores and stuff and people that'll work there and help maintain society. But I see something like that happening. It won't be Nasara, but it will be something similar to that. Or it might be something where, we here in the United States, they're trading our birth certificates on the New York Stock Exchange. And you can look that up, and your social security numbers are all that shit's getting traded. And they say that most people are worth like $10 million. What if that money finally came to us? Right? That once again would create that instant abundance. And I think other countries, like in the UK, you guys have something similar. So it would be similar there as it would be here. So instant abundance. There are a number of things that will bring abundance for everyone, but it won't be Nasara. Lastly, that's where the Sun card does come up. What they're doing with the Roman Catholic Church and creating this distraction, fear and all that crap. Don't worry about it. Because this is us, and we win in the end. This is one of the best cards you'll have in the deck. Celebration, dancing, It reminds me of the solar flash, and that's that when that happens, that's when you feel this unconditional love to a magnitude never experienced before on this planet. At that point in time, doesn't matter if your boss is an asshole or anything. There's money, government, politics, religion, none of that shit matters at that time. When you feel that much unconditional love, that's all you feel. None of this trivial shit matters outside of it. So that's where we're heading ultimately. And that moves beyond money and abundance, way beyond. That's what I have. Let's see what Allie's got. My love.
Thank you, darling. I've done, I think I've done it on one of my videos. Actually, you can probably find it on PsychicAlly. When we've done a progression, so instead of a regression, we've done a progression, which is going into the future. And whenever people, I did it with quite a few people, and there is no energy, negative energy linking with money in the future. And obviously we don't know how far we went with that, because it's very difficult to kind of, say exactly when it was, but it's in our lifetime. Our future is definitely nothing to do with the worry of money. It is, and this is the movement that's happening all around the world. So portals opening, it is I'm sorry, but I feel that the light and the love that is shining so brightly, they're going to find that very hard to do. If you can, everybody, on Christmas Eve, take that moment to just shine your love to the planet. And if everybody did that, or the majority of people did that, that would counteract that. They have to have negativity. They have to have anger, resentment, all those negative responses. It's like loose to them. Well, if there's only love coming, then they can't feed off it. So, and there's less and less and less. So the connection is going to be, the collective energy is love. Okay, that's going to be it. I'm not saying, Christmas time can be a sad time for people. If you're on your own, you haven't got family around. I'm going to be with my family, but I'm going to be missing Gregg terribly. I would love for Gregg to be with us and the family and the grandchildren. And it's cruel that we're not again. But on the other hand, I know that Gregg's a very self-sufficient person, and he's going to probably sit and watch football. Probably. Is it football on Christmas Eve?
3 games.
Yeah. So, 3 games. So, we are, so it's trying to keep those vibrations high no matter what's happening. So there you go. That's what I got. So they open portals all the time. Halloween is one, Christmas, Easter, whatever celebrations there are, they're always doing this shit. And it usually involves sacrifices, I'm afraid. So, yeah.
So last night was the last night of the fantasy football week. It's the first week of the playoffs, fantasy football playoffs. And I showed Allie where I was at going in, and I didn't really stand much of a chance, according to the analytics. But my team fought and battled, and I was only down 2 points with 2 minutes left.
Yeah.
And my kicker kicked a goal, and I won. So, and Allie, before the game started, she said she put a lot of positive energy into my team, and it worked. So thank you. I'm moving on to the semifinals.
Oh, yes, my pleasure.
In both of my leagues. So you guys know I love football, and I understand football. Football is this divide and conquer. It's my tribe against your tribe. It's my team versus your team. And, literally in the football, it's, the Giants versus the Titans, like the Elohim, right? Or the Cowboys versus the Chiefs, Cowboys and Indians. it's always that kind of dichotomy, my tribe against your tribe. I totally get that, but it's also a distraction for me to get away from everything and just put everything aside and just enjoy it for what it is. So yeah, there's a game on Thursday night. I think there's a game Friday and Saturday too. 3 games on Saturday. Yeah. Anyway, a full slate on Sunday and then a Monday night game. So lots of games. What's this I hear? Okay, now we already did that.
Come alive.
Well, it gets my mind off of my heart condition and shit that's going on with my health. So I dig that.
Yeah.
Our Canadian friend, Linda, is asking, what can you see or feel about the Canadian Parliament election? Once again, I know nothing about this, but the cards have their own point of view. So let's take a look at what the cards have to say. All right. And yeah, I don't know what's going on up there, but what I'm seeing is that you're getting help. And this usually means overseas, but it could be just over the border, or it could be overseas. But what I'm getting, this card, when it comes up, I always see Trump in this card. He's got his cake and he's eating it too, right? So I'm seeing some kind of help or influence the Trump, because you can already see how Trump's influenced so many things already, and he's not even president yet. He's making a positive change in so many areas. I think it was it Japan or China, one of those Asian countries. They vowed to spend $100 billion on tariffs to continue doing trade with the United States. And Trump was right there. He's trying to get them to agree to $200 billion. But it's already taken effect. He's not even president yet. You, the people up there, you've been put through hell with Trudeau. And I see that shit ending. People are sick of him. I've mentioned this before. I live in Florida. I've talked to a lot of Canadians. I haven't talked to one Canadian that vote for Trudeau. Not one. Which makes you question if the shit was rigged up there, which it could easily be done, like it was here when Biden allegedly won, right? But the outcome, you're going to dig. You're going to dig that outcome. And I see celebration as well. So finally, shit is, and we can attribute this once again. It's the Trump effect. Truth is coming out. You got some much brighter days ahead. Let's hope that those food prices drop a little for you there, because, man, as bad as hyperinflation is here in the United States, those food prices are fucking insane in Canada. Let's see what Allie's got to say.
Yeah, we are delayed, guys. So yeah, just we have to work with that. So I just want to go back, because some people might not have seen last week's. So this is what is going on, okay, with it behind the scenes, okay, what's going on. And this is Trump's way of doing it. So this is Truth Social. I've read this before, but I'm going to read it again because it gives us hope. Truth Social, okay. It was a pleasure to have dinner the other night with Governor Justin Trudeau of the great state of Canada. I look forward to seeing the governor again soon so that we may continue our in-depth talks on tariffs and trade, the results of which will truly be spectacular for all. Donald J. Trump. I'm telling you, he is getting ready to but when the success of the USA and the financial lifting and all of the money that is coming, and the tax drops and everything like that, with all of that going on, they are going to be wanting to come in, okay, to that, because it's going to be abundant for all. Now, what's going on there? I happen to see the other candidate for Trudeau. I don't know what the guy's name is, but somebody probably will put it in the chat. Maybe Linda put it in the chat. The guy, he seems quite sincere. I got a very good vibe from that guy. I don't know what, I just got a good vibe from him. You know, that this is what they're doing. His cabinet want him out, Trudeau. They want him out now. He's refusing to go, but they want him out because of all the big tariffs that are going to go on. And I think, well, this is what my guides are saying as well, that Trump has said all the time, you are treating people the way you are, the tariff's going to go sky high. So you need to be out. If you don't get out and you don't put somebody who can really you know, look after the people, then these tariffs are going to stay. So all of his cabinet want him out. He's being pressurized. So the same thing's happening here in the UK with Keir Starmer. So it's all happening. Hang on in there. This is all going to be amazing. What they're doing is allowing people to find their sovereignty by creating and saying, this is how bad it gets, guys. You know, this is how bad it gets. How much worse do you want it? Before you stand up and say, I love my country, and you're ruining it. Okay, that's the end game of the White Hats, is allowing this shit to happen. But now with Trump getting into power, he is going to put almighty big pressure on the UK, on all of the countries. Everybody wants to trade with America. And America are going to say, we're only going to trade with people who are legitimately looking after their people. And that's the bottom line. So that's what I get.
Just want to hang on. Here we are. This is my Twitter page, or my X page. I don't know what the hell this is, but let's go here. But you can see here on the right, live on X. Here we are, and we only got five people watching us on X, but we're moving up. We're starting to gain a following as well here. We got like 60, I think, 60 some odd on YouTube, and a handful on Facebook. But yeah, we are here. So yeah, it's cool. And welcome to everyone that's joining us.
Look at your poorly
X.
body there, my love.
Huh?
What's your poorly body there, darling. Your poor body's been through so much looking at those photographs.
Yep.
And you do stay positive. It's pretty awesome how you've coped. Really.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, my love. I'm trying. So we hope we answered that question for you, Linda. 2025 starts on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. WTF? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, is that like
I know
premonition of what's to come?
Yeah.
And just putting it out there, Ali and I will be doing a New Year's Eve show on predictions, because I have a gig I'm playing at on New Year's Eve. Excuse me. But yeah, so stay tuned for that as well. Brian says that my tie-dyes are incredible. Had a job making mass-produced tie-dye shirts. Here's our mystic and powerful magnetic love. Appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you. There's Brandy. Welcome. How are you? And she is looking beautiful as always.
Good to see you.
Cosmic Detective.
Thank you.
Lovely fur babies. Congratulations.
Yay.
I can't
Oh,
do that. You're not supposed to use their sand for monetary purposes. So that's, I have sand that just, is in the trunk of my car from towels and everything. It's probably 5 pounds of sand in my car just from going back and forth to the beach. But yeah, you're not supposed to. Hi to Kimberly Short Taylor.
I'll reach out to you, Tracy. Not to sell it. Not to sell it.
Yeah. That's a new name. I'm not sure what the comments regarding because we're so far behind. 8:31. That was like 40 minutes ago.
That's probably the Vatican.
Oh, okay. Still not sure what that means, though, in regard to the Vatican.
No.
Okay, so apparently the Pope is supposed to open 1 or 2 doors in the Vatican that have been sealed for many years. That's interesting. I didn't know that. They say they are opening the demon door. Oh, wow. Okay, this is interesting. Don't get hungry. I can eat the sand, which is yeah. So, the Vatican portal opening ritual on Christmas Eve, if you take the coordinates of each portal that will be opened, it creates the sigil of Lucifer. It's interesting. But keep in mind, Lucifer is not Satan. Lucifer is the morning star. Lucifer is mentioned twice in the Bible, nothing bad. Satan, on the other hand, that's a whole different entity. So I wonder what they're trying to push. Of course, Lucifer would be, it could be, well, it's the fallen angel, right? I'm not even going to speculate on that, but it's really quite interesting. On the eve of Jesus's birthday, allegedly, who knows?
Allegedly.
Yeah. They say it was impossible with all the clues that they gave in the Bible, that most likely he was born in February because, the shepherds wouldn't be out in the snow or whatever in December, Anyway, pay no attention to demons of fear. Yeah, they're eternal beings having human experience. Love is all that matters. Indeed. Hey, Sandy, how are you? You both look lovely tonight. We're just reflecting you.
Hey, lovely Sandy. Oh, we love you, Sandy.
We do. Well, I'm switching to Zoom instead of StreamYard. I will be switching. It's less than half the monthly fee. Yeah. You just can't do as much, but I'm getting sick of the fucking delay. Yeah. So Brandy says that she had a vision of an explosion that's going to happen near China. Wonder what that's about. Interesting.
Mm.
Damn. Zoom is 18 pounds a month and StreamYard is 45. Wow. Shit. I don't think I'm paying that much. Crazy question. What's the Trump?
No, I looked into yours.
Go ahead.
The Emperor. The Emperor and
I have a different one.
King of Wands, I think.
I'm not sure. see if I can find it. On my card, it's got there's a bull in the background, so it kind of looks like a Taurian card. Yeah, right? It's a Taurus. What is it? It's going to be the.
Please take the time to press the like button, everybody. It really does make a huge difference to here. So please take, and there's only 18 likes. The King of Pentacles. Mm-hmm.
That's for me. That's what it is. And folks out there, you have your own decks, and you know what your cards mean to you, and that's all that matters, right? Oh, you have to.
Mm-hmm.
Mel was asking, can you add Tony the cat? Tony's still hanging in there. Now we got Fiji the cat too.
Fiji, yeah, I'm writing Fiji down right now.
Yeah, and earlier, Tony the cat, while you were rebooting, Mel was asking if you could add Tony. Which Pluto into Capricorn was difficult.
I've got Tony the cat on that one.
Will be trans. The transmission of Pluto into Capricorn was difficult, as will be with Aquarius. The beginning rough, but will transition into beauty. Earth is a school of manipulating energy. We are energy manifestors. Trust the source. Love yourself. Right on. Right on. Hello to Rosie. Barbara.
Hi, Rosie.
Lots of diversions. I agree, Sarah. Look over here. All this shit's going on over there. Smoke and mirrors, baby. Yes, true, Akasha. People are aware.
Yeah. It's true. They're not.
What other distractions? Well, I've been talking about this, and it was so predictable. That what we would see is once Trump got elected, because Ali and I predicted long ago, we got asked numerous times, every time it said Trump would get elected president. But I've been making that prediction that goes along with Trump's presidency, that we're going to see the same bullshit that they used back in 2016, rioting, looting, burning of cities. And now we have this martyr that had a knife and was threatening to kill people and stab people and kill himself. And, this one black guy helped subdue him. And this one black witness said he was the one that was being aggressive, and the people that stopped him were heroes. And a guy had a chokehold on him. Apparently, the guy died. He was on drugs, and he ended up dying from that. And then all these people are saying, "Oh, we're going to riot," and they're protesting in the streets. And I played the video last week of all the protesters, and what do most of them have in common? Antifa type masks, and they were white. So what that tells me is this is all paid for by George Soros, trying to create shit and manipulate reality. And it's not the way it is, because most black people realize that this wasn't a racial issue. They want to turn it into that to give people an excuse for rioting, burning, looting, but it's not that case. And the shit that may have worked back in 2016, it ain't working in 2024 and beyond. So they're going to try. and just to answer your question, they're going to try. They're going to try with more distractions, trying to do the same shit, the same game plan, because they're not very smart. They do the same shit over and over again. Isn't that the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results? Well, that's the left. They're doing the same shit, and it's not going to be tolerated. Like this time, there's going to be a lot of mass deportation. Shit's going to be different this time around. So what other distractions? I think there are some distractions that we haven't even considered yet. I don't even want to tell it or put it out there. I do have some stuff in my New Year's Eve predictions. But I'm not going to get into that right now either. Some stuff I don't even want to talk about because that almost talks it into existence. Or gives ideas for people on, what they might do or possibilities. And I don't want those possibilities to exist. I want a very loving possibility of, peace and moving forward as a collective consciousness into a place where we deserve to be. And I think this is the first step, like Trump and his declaration of us entering the golden age. Let's go there instead. What do you got, Ali? Let's see what Ali has to say about this. My love.
Thank you. Oh, love. They're going to be shut down before they start. If I think, well, this is what I know, that Trump is going to add that in straight away. If there is any rioting, if there is any of what happened before, then the National Guard will be coming in, and it will stop it straight away. And when he said if anybody defiles a statue, then it's an instant jail time or something like that. I think he will introduce that. He will introduce, if you are caught rioting, there is an instant this or deportation or whatever it is. There's some hefty stuff he's got coming in. He's not mucking about this time round. He is very determined. If you play by the rules, everything's great, and he's firm. There's a firm but fair energy about this guy. You can feel it, you can see it. It's like daddy's home. That is what it is. That White House thing. And it's like, daddy's home. Yeah, you don't F with daddy. Daddy will tell you off. Daddy will put you on the naughty step. That's that. Yeah, that's what I get. So they're going to try all sorts of, at the moment, they're trying another COVID thing. Just can't say it too much on here. They're trying that already. Here in England, it's like, the death toll's going up, blah, blah, blah. All of this, that's all happening. And nobody's paying any attention to it. They've tried it many times in the past. It's got zero traction, and they have to have traction in order for them to carry on with it. So they can't get funding unless there's traction, and there isn't any.
And in the meanwhile, once again, the common flu, seasonal flu, is non-existent. Because they count. Yeah, because that's what they were saying. It's amazing how the common flu was eradicated during COVID. Fuckers.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cosmic Detective. I did look up my social security number a couple years back. True about the trading. I was stunned at the time. I've looked up mine too. Yeah, it's there. So Tracy's got a question for us. If Biden is incompetent to stand trial, but he's giving pardons, can American people stop pardons like Fauci or Gates? That's a great question. And the first card, first card out I got is a yes card, right? I also got the justice card. and a celebration card. So I don't know the legal ramifications of this, and if it were even possible, but if it were possible, according to these cards, yes, and there will be justice served with celebration at the end. Short and sweet. Great question.
I get a yes. I believe that there's going to be a way around this, a way that there will be justice served, 100%. They will not. Has he actually pardoned Fauci or Gates yet? Has he actually done that? I'm not sure he has, as far as I know. Wouldn't put it past him, but yeah. So I'm seeing there's too many people to pardon. That's going to get him in trouble. That's going to get everybody in trouble. There's too many people that know. Too many lawsuits. It's impossible for him to come out of this squeaky clean. Ain't gonna happen. So that's what I get. Just short and sweet.
Short and sweet, baby. Star says I'm a jock nerd. Jock being a sports
I nearly
fanatic.
put that up, but I didn't want you to lose the place. That was funny. That was funny.
I've always been a jock. I love sports. I'll play every sport you throw in front of me, and I can do it pretty damn good. My favorite sport, though, it's kind of funny, watching would be American football, but playing would be bowling. And the last time I was in a league, I averaged 212, and I have 2 sanctioned 300s in bowling, which is hard to do, but yeah, I love sports: baseball, football, basketball, soccer, hockey. Throw a sport in front of me, I can probably play it pretty well. As for the nerd, yeah, that too. Like the fascination for idioms and dialect and just odd shit that makes me think, wow, how did that come about? What's the origin of that? I love that stuff. So yeah, jock nerd, you got me pegged. Would you agree?
He's a jock nerd and a word nerd.
And a what?
Word nerd.
Yes, I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trump's been trolling the Canadian Prime Minister.
Good to see you.
Yeah. Hi, Martel. And Rob. Thanks for joining us. You want to take over on the chat?
Yeah, okay. Hi. I don't buy food. I just buy cake and eat it too. I just did. Funny, not funny. Yeah. Yeah, I actually treated myself to a nice cake. I haven't had a cream cake in a long time, and I did. It was delicious. It was delicious. Yeah. So hi, Rob. I don't know where Japan comes in, but can you remember a conversation where that would be relevant?
Yeah, I do, because Trump was talking about.
They're missing.
Trump was talking about.
Carry on.
Getting steel or something imported from. I said either China or Japan, and Rob said it was Japan. And the United States would make 200 or 100 billion. Yeah. Transaction. Yep.
Yeah, so Trump in his speech, he also said that Biden is selling off all the steel at silly money, knowing that he needs that to continue to build the wall. So he's trying everything. He said smooth transition. That doesn't sound like a true smooth transition. He knows what he's doing. So Trump called out Joe Biden for doing that and asked, stop it. just stop doing that. So yeah, but it's crazy.
That's sabotage.
So EU is getting ready for US not helping. It is sabotage. Yeah. A lot of change, like the Fed Act of 1013. Oh, that's his name, Pierre. What does everybody think of this guy, Pierre?
Don't know.
A 19th.
No.
It's interesting that Cliff High's Canada totally redone. Trump said the IRS is because other countries want your currency. We pay taxes for other countries. Isn't Canada still paying the UK or something silly because of Queen Elizabeth or whatever it is?
I don't know if Canada can do that, Tracy, because I'm assuming you're talking about the Niagara Falls and the electricity that's being produced by Niagara Falls. Well, half of it's Canadian and the other half is the United States. They can't control the United States portion of it. I don't think they can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try to put hashtags on your posts. It helps. Yeah, we do. I forget to do it, and I should do it more. Hashtags. You're right. Thank you.
Elon said today on a X post, he said you no longer need to use hashtags on X. Maybe elsewhere you do, but not on X anymore. He said that that was a Twitter thing and it's no longer needed on X.
Okay. What doesn't I don't understand. Doesn't that help then? How do you not need it then?
It just looks for the keyword. It doesn't need the hashtag to identify the keyword.
Okay. Okay. I got you. So, all right. Martel, it was late, but wow, I got here and one dough for cookies in the fridge for my love and sliced bacon. Oh, you're making me hungry. Wow. I respect that, Greg. Of course, you're right. Okay, so Linda. On Greg's Facebook, it shows 17 and 17 comments. Wow. It's StreamYard, so it's accumulating all of the platforms together for StreamYard.
On StreamYard here, I'm looking at live viewers.
It's only
showing 8 on Facebook.
Oh. Hey, Debbie. Good to see you, Debbie. Oh, everyone's saying hi to each other. That's lovely. Good when we're reflecting you, precious. We're nearly ready to go over to the other one, aren't we?
Yep.
Shannon Rose.
Hey, Shannon. Well, that sucks about your Jeep.
Grateful for you both. I'm well. Also, yeah, and didn't vote for JT. Apparently, a lot of women voted for him because they thought he was attractive. Oh my God. Ugh.
I haven't spoken to one woman that has, or one man. I haven't spoken to anyone that's voted for him. Cray, cray.
It is cray, cray. So if there's anybody who wants to be put on the healing list, the new one, please let me know, okay?
There's my friend Mikey from upstate New York. He's in both of the fantasy football leagues that I'm in.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I work in ER. This year's illness is pneumonia. Yeah. A lot of animals are getting pneumonia as well. Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. Learning some new shit tonight. That's awesome.
Right, we better move forward, haven't we, darling? I'm sorry we didn't get round to seeing everybody's comments, but we love you all very much, and thank you. I'm still doing the 2025 forecast, so if anybody would like a yearly reading, let me know. They're on offer at the moment, 90 minutes for $90. So pop over to PsychicAlly.net. What have you got, my love?
Well, I got this right below us on the ticker. $5 off all regularly priced shirts on In5d.net, Quantum Tie-Dye. Use the code right there, Christmas 2024. And $5 off any, if you buy like 3 of them, it's $5 off each regularly priced shirt. Make sure you use that code at the checkout. I want to say thank you for everyone that's following me on various social network platform networks. Here I am on X. Join me there as well, because I post a lot of stuff that you can't post elsewhere. So join me there. And that's all I got. Hopefully, if you'll join us on Rumble for our live and uncensored. That link is right here if you're watching on Facebook, and it's right below us if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on Twitter, I'll put that link right below this video on Twitter as well. So that's pretty much all I have as well. Copying the link and pasting it into.
Yes, you will be put on. Mm-hmm.
All right. Good. So I guess that'll wrap it up for another night. Mm-hmm. Thanks to you, everyone, for all your amazing questions, for your participation, for being here with us. Next, I'm not sure. Are we going to be on Christmas Eve next week?
Can I say maybe?
Okay.
I probably will be staying at my mum's unless we can do it earlier.
Yeah. Well, we may not. We may or may not. We'll just put it in limbo for next week, and I'm sure you guys understand either way. So that'll do it for us now. Join us on Rumble for Live and Uncensored in about 20 minutes. On behalf of the love of my life, the beautiful, gorgeous, sexy, vivacious Ali Prescott, I'm Gregg Prescott, and we're sending you all tons of love and light from our heart to yours. Take care, everyone.
Go Chief.
Peace.